The Chitrik Academy is dedicated in loving memory of Rabbi Tzvi Hirsh Chitrik.
Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to begin a new Mishnah, which begins Ve'elu chayav lahachris. In the first Mishnah on this Perek, we spoke about that there are things that a person, when he finds them, if a finder finds them, he must return, and some he may keep. We discussed the things that he may keep. Now in this Mishnah we are going to discuss the items that a person must return. So we are going to begin from the Mishnah, Chav Daled Amud Beis, 2 lines from the bottom, until on the next page, Chav Hey Amud Aleph, till the end of the Mishnah. Let us begin. The Mishnah. Ve'elu chayav lahachriz. And these things, if a person finds it, the finder must call out, must try to return to the owner. These things are as follows. Matzah peiris bekeli. If a person finds fruits in a bowl, because a bowl, usually people have a siman on it, they have a sign, they can recognize that it's theirs, so they must return it. And this not only if a person found fruit in the bowl, rather, oi kui k'may shehu, or if a person finds the bowl emptied, just k'may shehu, the way it is, he will also be responsible to return it, because people have simanim, they have signs proving that it's their bowl. A similar case, mois bekis, if a person finds money in a purse, in a wallet, I could kiss k'may shehu, or not money in a wallet, but just the wallet the way it is. In these cases, the person who finds it must return it, because the person can have a siman on it. So these are the cases we just mentioned: fruits in a bowl or a bowl itself, or a bag or purse with money inside, or a bag itself that a person can have. If it's a person's money bag, a person usually has a siman and can prove that it belongs to him. Let's continue in the Mishnah. Tzibure peiris. If a person finds a pile of fruits, we'll learn in the Gemara why a pile of fruits, the halach will be like we are going to say. A pile of fruits, or tzibure mais, or a pile of money. Let's turn the page. Or shloisha matbeis ze al gav ze, or 3 matbeis are coins, 3 coins, this one on top of the other one, piled together. Or kriches b'rshus harabim, b'rshus hayachid, or bundles in a private property. It's a public may travel there, but usually they don't. Let's see this in our board. Let's move on to the next cases. Either a pile of fruit a person found, or a pile of money, or 3 coins stacked upon each other. Now we're moving on to the next cases in the Mishnah. Or a bundle of wheat, or the other things we're going to learn in the Mishnah. Halacha will all be the same, the person must return them. Let's see, we're holding on the second line. Vikikares shel bal habayis, or loaves of bread that are made by private owners. People bread that they made themselves, not the baker's bread. It used to be the baker, when he would make a lot of bread, all the bread were identical. But people, when they make it at home, they usually could tell this is their bread, this is their challah. Usually looks different than other people's. Vigizei tzemer, or wool, strings of wool, halakuchim beis uman, which have been beis uman from the house of the professional. They already been given to the professional to dye. So the way it was that, first of all, we see these cases of the bundle and the bread made by a homeowner, or the wool that has been dyed. The way it used to be was that the person who would dye the wool would make a knot, a different knot in each string of wool, in order that he could see that it belongs to a different owner. So all these things that we have mentioned so far have a siman, have a sign that the owner can prove that it belongs to him, that it is his item. Let's move on to the last 2 things of the Mishnah. Or kade yayin, a jug of wine, the kade shemen, or a jug of oil. All these things that we mentioned in this Mishnah, hare elu, all these things, chayav lahachriz. The finder must return it to the owner. He has to try to return it. We are going to learn in the Gemara the details for all these cases. But all these things, most of these things we mentioned have a siman, and because it has a siman, that's why the owner does not give up on finding it, and therefore the finder has to try to return it to the owners. And this is the end of this lesson.